Hello, my name is Liene and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna tell you about the books I read in April. So, April's over. I've read 7 books, or 7.5, let's say, because I'm in the middle of one book, but I didn't manage to finish it. So I'm moving it to May. But I did a magical readathon and all the words a page readathon. I did good. I managed to finish all the books I had to for magical readathon, the 5, and then read extra 2 just for fun, I guess. So yeah, I did really good. I'm happy about it. And let's talk about the books I managed to finish. First, I have The Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman. This is a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, but there is some other fairy tales kind of woven in. At least one that I noticed. Maybe more. I'm not that good at noticing things, but yeah, a retelling of fairy tale. It is a beautiful book. Like, I like this see-through dust jacket, and the illustrations by Chris Riddle are gorgeous. I love it. The twist of the fairy tale was mind-blowing for me. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, really cool book and really interesting book. And I think my favorite Neil Gaiman book that I have read, because I have read few. I have read the Graveyard book, I have read the Ocean and the End of the Lane, and Neverwhere. I think those were all Gaiman books, right? And this is definitely my favorite. As a story, as a edition, because it's gorgeous. So yeah. Next, I read the second part of the poetry collections by Gunter Sarac, 365, part 2. And my mom chose this ones for me to read. That's the only reason I'm reading them. And I enjoyed this one even less than I enjoyed the first one. Yeah. It's just not for me. My mom loves them. That's great for her. But yeah. I read them because my mom chose them for me to read. Otherwise, I would never have picked them up. They are beautiful little books. Like, I like how they are designed under the dust jacket. They all have different colors under, so they are pretty little books. But then I read Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty, and I really like this one. It's kind of about a small town, about moms, about family, about friendship, about rivalry and secrets. So we know that at the beginning, that someone has died, but we don't know what happens. So the story is then leading up to the moment and what happened and why actually it happened, what was going on. And it was really good. I really liked it. And yeah, I'm definitely interested in reading more Moriarty books, because I have read now 3 with this one. I read What Alice Forgot and 9 Perfect Strangers. What Alice Forgot was really good. 9 Perfect Strangers, not so much. Then, next I read The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. This is the first book in a series. I have the second one, and I have... Did I pre-order the third one? Was the pre-orders already open or not for Fairy Loot? Because I have the Fairy Loot editions for first 2, and I will definitely, if I haven't already done that, will pre-order the third one. But I loved it. I actually loved it. I really liked it. It was such a great book. It's about a girl who is in prison. She is the prison healer. But what I didn't expect was the ending, how it ended. What was revealed. It was good. So, she's been in a prison for 10 years. 10 years for basically nothing. She shouldn't be there because her father was taken, and I guess she was taken with him. I don't really remember that particular detail. But yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. but she was taken there and she has been there for 10 years. Then she gets a secret message that the person who has been brought in is the queen of the rebels, and she needs to keep her alive because they're coming to rescue her. And then because of things, she takes over the queen's sentence and she's participating in these trials. It was really interesting. I don't know what else to say, but it's about friendship too. And I really, really enjoyed her friendship with this little boy who was brought in with his mother, and he's basically there because his mother was there, not because of something he did. But the prison is really bad place because if you are taken there, you're not coming out. You're just there forever and you're branded. You have a cut on your hand to mark you as a part of that prison. And people work there, they're worked to death. So yeah, there is a mystery too in this one being solved. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I will definitely continue with the second book. I have it somewhere behind me. Here, this is the second book, The Gilded Cage. And why do I think the third book had something to do with traitors in the title? But I'm not sure. So yeah, this one. Then I read this little book that is called The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen. These are just some early stories by the author. Nothing like really amazing. There was one about the woman who was a drunk. And yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything special. But yeah, I just like these little Penguin Black classics. I would like to have the whole set of them. I don't know how many I have, but yeah, I really like these, and I think it is a nice way to read something from the author. So yeah, that's it. The next I read was The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This was chosen for me to read this year by Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe, and I really liked it. I struggled a bit with the writing style at the beginning, but I got used to it and it got easier to read. But it was hard because it is kind of in a dialect, I don't know, but it's how she speaks, the main character. So there are some weird words, like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, the writing style wasn't the easiest for me at the beginning, but I got used to it, and the story itself was heartbreaking. It was so hard to read about how the main character, Celie, was treated. Like, why? Why people in her life, the men in her life, were so abusive and so disgusting. But yeah, the story, how her life went, at the end it hit me so in the feels that I cried. I didn't cry throughout the book, but right at the end. It's a story about Celie. How she got through her life, despite the abusive people in her life. One of my favorite characters was Sophia. I think it was Sophia. She married Celie's husband's son. And her storyline was heartbreaking too, but like at the beginning, how she was, it was great to read about her. I don't know, but yeah, it is a great book. I don't know what else to say. Just heartbreaking but good story. And then the last book I actually finished was The Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Skye. This is a YA fantasy about kind of a society of guards, not guards. I don't know how to... It says assassins, but they are not really assassins. Of course, they do assassin things too, but they are kind of guarding the kingdom and protecting people in the cities too. Kind of like a police kind of thing. But yeah, so the main character and her partner from the school. They are going to the school where they are learning things and learning how to use magic to be the assassins, kinda. I don't know how to call them, but they are sent to do a mission kind of thing because of school, and they come across something and bad things start to happen in the kingdom. So it was on some level really interesting, but at the same time I couldn't understand what was missing for me, and I predicted a lot of things in this one. I don't know if I have ever read a book that I predicted so many things and predicted them correctly. Like at the beginning, it was so obvious who will be the villain of the story. Then later on, a character was revealed that a moment before, when it was kind of not shown who the character is, it was cloaked, and I immediately knew who it was. Then throughout the book, I had a prediction about one of the characters, and at the end, my prediction came true. So yeah, it was kind of predictable story. It wasn't bad. It was okay. I enjoyed it. I like reading fairy lit books, and I'm happy when I finish them. So yeah, that's it. And the last book I'm gonna mention is the one that I'm currently in the middle of, and it is Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Laurie Gottlieb. This is a story about a psychotherapist, herself, and her patients. It is really interestingly told. I like how it's written, but I'm not rushing through it because it's a non-fiction and it is interesting. So I want to kind of slowly, not really slowly, but get to it and think about it, because yeah, it already made me think about a few things. Yeah, these are my April reads. 7.5 books, because yeah, I haven't finished one of these, but a really good reading month because I enjoyed most of the books quite a lot. A lot. Please let me know in the comments, what did you read in April? Did you find a new favorite book? Maybe. Just let me know anything in the comments down below. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you in the next one. Bye.